Triple H has brought back a plethora of stars since taking control of the WWE creative in 2022. One of the names that have returned to the global juggernaut in the last couple of years is Bo Dallas, who is back on TV programming after months on the sidelines. However, wrestling veteran Vince Russo believes that the creative team could intentionally sabotage the 34-year-old's second stint. Bo returned to the Stamford-based promotion as Uncle Howdy shortly after Bray Wyatt's return in 2022. While the duo looked set to lead a faction, Bray unfortunately passed away last year, which led to Dallas also taking a hiatus from pro wrestling. However, the star returned to WWE programming last week, leading the Wyatt Six faction. The Wyatt Six attacked Chad Gable last week and left him bloodied. However, the star was back wrestling on Raw this past Monday, which did not sit well with Vince Russo. On the latest episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, the veteran said, "I am just hoping this isn't a setup. I am just hoping this isn't a setup for them to say, in the spirit of Bray we tried it, but it just didn't work. No bro, you guys have already missed. You had a couple of swings and misses this week. They could have had anybody attack back there. Anybody. They got a roster of hundreds of people, but we're gonna attack a guy who's going to come back to wrestling next week?" The former WWE writer further stated that there is a possibility that Triple H and company are intentionally sabotaging Bo Dallas and the team's return. Let's be honest. This whole thing probably came from Bo Dallas. This is something I really want to do, this is what my brother started, this is where he wanted to go with this. I am asking you for the opportunity. You can't say no to that. How can you possibly say no to that? You can't say, but what you can do, is when you do it, you execute it horribly. From 22-19 onwards, Triple H addressed Wyatt Six attack on Chad Gable on WWE Raw. The Wyatt Six took their first victim on Raw last week as they left Chad Gable bloody towards the end of the show. However, the star shockingly returned to action this Monday where he defeated Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Triple H addressed the attack during a recent sit-down with Pat McAfee, noting that the former tag team champion is a stud force surviving something like this. However, many agree that Gable returning to action so soon hurts Wyatt Six's credibility. Are you impressed with Triple H's booking of WWE? Hit the discuss section and share your thoughts. Also watch, Glenn Jacobs, FKA Kane, remembers his good friend Bray Wyatt. Indiana, the high-octane world of professional wrestling, where allegiances are fragile and motives are often shrouded in mystery. The return of a once bright star can ignite a firestorm of speculation and intrigue. Such was the case with the second stint of Jake Thompson, a 34-year-old wrestler whose unexpected comeback to WWE was met with both excitement and skepticism. Jake Thompson's rise to prominence in the early 2010s was meteoric. Known for his agility, charisma, and innovative in-ring style, he quickly became a fan favorite. However, injuries and backstage politics led to a premature exit from WWE, leaving fans wondering what could have been. Fast forward a decade, and Thompson's return was heralded as a chance for redemption, a story of resilience that the WWE universe was eager to witness. But not everyone in WWE was as enthusiastic about Thompson's comeback. Behind the scenes, the ever-political landscape of WWE was rife with power struggles and hidden agendas. One name that stood out in the swirling rumors was that of Paul Levesque, better known to the wrestling world as Triple H. A veteran of the squared circle and a powerful figure in WWE's corporate hierarchy, Triple H had his own vision for the company's future, one that might not have included Thompson. In an exclusive interview, wrestling veteran and former WWE superstar Mark Calloway, better known by his ring name The Undertaker, shared his insights into the situation. "Wrestling is as much about politics as it is about athleticism," Calloway said, his deep voice carrying a weight of experience. "When someone like Jake Thompson comes back, it's not just about what he can do in the ring. It's about where he fits in the grand scheme of things, and who might see him as a threat." According to Calloway, Thompson's return was anything but smooth. From the moment he stepped back into the WWE Performance Center, he faced a series of inexplicable obstacles. Training schedules were mysteriously altered, leading to missed opportunities for crucial practice sessions. Promising storylines that had been discussed were abruptly shelved without explanation. Even his gear and entrance music, essential elements of his persona, were inexplicably changed at the last minute, leaving him scrambling to adapt. "Jake's a professional," Calloway noted. "He can roll with the punches, but it's clear something was off. The WWE machine is usually pretty tight. When things start going wrong consistently, it's rarely by accident." The veteran wrestler's words hinted at a darker possibility: sabotage. Calloway suggested that Triple H, a man known for his meticulous planning and sometimes ruthless approach to business, might have seen Thompson's return as a threat to his carefully curated vision for WWE's future. With the company transitioning into a new era, dominated by fresh faces and innovative styles, Triple H's influence was more pronounced than ever. Introducing a wildcard like Thompson, who carried the weight of past expectations and fan nostalgia, could disrupt the delicate balance. "Triple H has always been about control," Calloway explained. "He's worked hard to position WWE for the future, and he's got a very clear idea of what that future looks like. If he sees someone who doesn't fit into that plan, he's not above taking steps to ensure they don't become a problem." The allegations were explosive, and the wrestling community was quick to react. Fans took to social media, speculating about the reasons behind Thompson's struggles and debating the merits of Calloway's claims. Some dismissed the idea as mere conspiracy, while others pointed to past instances where backstage politics had derailed promising careers. For Jake Thompson, the reality was stark. His second stint, which had begun with so much promise, was quickly turning into a nightmare. Despite his best efforts, the obstacles kept mounting, each one chipping away at his confidence and momentum. The high-flying moves and electrifying promos that had once defined him seemed distant, overshadowed by a sense of frustration and helplessness. Yet, Thompson was determined not to let his second chance slip away. Drawing on the resilience that had brought him back to WWE in the first place, he focused on what he could control: his performance. Every match became a statement, a defiant declaration that he still belonged. Slowly, the tide began to turn. Fans, ever perceptive to the struggles of their heroes, rallied behind him. "Chants of Thompson! Thompson!" echoed through arenas, a testament to the enduring bond between wrestler and audience. Behind the scenes, however, the tension remained palpable. Triple H, a master of the long game, continued to maneuver, his true intentions known only to a select few. For Thompson, the path forward was uncertain, fraught with challenges that extended beyond the ring. As Calloway's revelations reverberated through the wrestling world, the spotlight on WWE's internal politics grew more intense. The question of whether Triple H was actively sabotaging Thompson's career became a focal point of debate, casting a shadow over WWE's broader narrative. It was a story that echoed the complex, often cutthroat nature of professional wrestling, where the lines between reality and fiction are perpetually blurred. In the end, the story of Jake Thompson's second stint with WWE was not just about one man's struggle against the odds. It was a microcosm of the larger battles that define the wrestling industry: battles for power, for recognition, and for the chance to shine on the grandest stage of all. Whether or not Triple H was truly behind the obstacles Thompson faced, the narrative had been set. It was a tale of resilience, intrigue, and the relentless pursuit of a dream, told in the only way professional wrestling can: through blood, sweat, and an unbreakable spirit.